Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tajen, also known as Empress 1111. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please hit like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. All right, first let's focus on this beautiful stone that I picked up today. This is actually called the Sharite. Isn't it pretty? Pretty stone. I'm going to tell you in a few moments the significance. I'm trying to find the indentation that this stone took for me today during a healing session between me and actually my twin for our past life karma. I can't see it that clear. Is that it? No. You see that, you guys? Is that abrasion right there? Or inclusion, I want to say. Wait a second. Let me take it from off the camera. I can see it a lot better when it is not in the camera. Oh, come on. You're hiding. Don't be shy. It's okay. You can show the camera that you took a hit from me. And where is it? Okay. See that right here? That inclusion right here? Right at the very tip top. Right there. Right where that light is underneath. This baby took a hit for me. I did some karma clearing for me and my twin. Now listen, my baby knows that I do healing for us, okay? And what you do for yourself, you do for your twin anyway. But I do healing work on him all the time because it's not so I can bring us back into union. It's because he needs to be cleared anyway. And ultimately, it is his choice. He is a free moral agent. He does have free will. However, for those of you that are struggling, especially the divine masculine, since this is the divine masculine video, and I'm going to tell you how I came across the stone. First of all, I'm a crystal and gemstone instructor. Well, I was at least in my past life. I'm no longer with that school anymore. I own my own school, but I never even known about this stone. There's another inclusion right there. You see it? That's another hit that this stone took for me today. I just purchased the stone today. Okay. And when I purchased the stone, it looked like this all over. Very beautiful. This is the thing. I looked at it up under the microscope. You see all that? It's so beautiful. This stone is much beautiful in person than it is on camera. Trust me. But this is called a Sharite. And Sharite is, if you listen to the name, doesn't it kind of remind you of the Chariot card in tarot? Well, it's no coincidence because this stone actually helps for the divine masculine to move forward and to step into his life purpose and his divine mission. And if that is to be with you, divine feminines, then you need to go out and purchase the stone because this helps them to live their true authentic life and their life purpose and what the divine has called for them to do. Now, there's also some other things I want to share with you about this stone. This is also a protection stone. It protects you from negativity, psychic vampires, and also psychic attacks. This is a really good stone for anyone that's in the healing arts to carry. Anyone who deals with people. The one thing that I like about this stone is that it is multifaceted. It does help open up the heart chakra, which a lot of divine masculines need help in that area. It also, once it opens up the heart chakra, it helps for the kundalini to rise into your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. So all four chakras are open simultaneously, and you are connected to the higher dimensions. This is also a good stone, you guys, for like if you're having resistance, which is what I'm feeling like a lot of the divine masculines collectively are having. You guys are having a lot of resistance to this union. You've had so many signs and synchronicities and aha moments and epiphanies and everything else you can think of in a book. And it's like, now you need a whole ding dang on book thrown at you because you're getting it, but you're taking your sweet, precious time. You need to get this stone divine masculine, because with the energies that are right now in the Earth's realm and atmosphere, you are being energized and charged up, and you're being moved towards your divine feminine. But some of you guys are not catching the clues. So I decided to pull some cards for you. As you can see, we have what the divine masculine is struggling with over here, and then we have what he needs to see over here. Okay, now I am going to call in some help, and I'll go ahead and get right into the reading. Okay. I call upon air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yadhe, to be able to give me the information that is necessary for the ascension process for the divine masculine and the divine feminine collective, so they'll be able to know better what to do and how to go ahead with everything that we are experiencing in this now moment in all directions in time and space. And so it is. All right. Here you have trust your own understanding. Divine masculine, you have so much around you that is abounding you and that is tying you down to this earthly plane of existence. You have this beautiful transformation that you're going through, which is represented by the butterflies, and you are basically coming out of your cocoon. And as you can see, this is a woman that's here, but she is being guided through the totem of the owl, which stands for wisdom. You see that? That represents you. That owl is giving you inner wisdom. And as you can see, there's another owl right here looking back at you. This artist did a really good job with these illustrations. I'm so glad that I ran into Kathy today. Shout out to you. You're the reason why I picked this deck of cards up. I picked them up. I had them in my hand, and you told me that you owned them. And I know your intellect. I know who you are. You're very smart. You're very psychically in tuned. And so I'm glad I listened to you. Here's another face right here emerging from the water. You see that, you guys? I can't make this stuff up. Right where the butter, you see the eye there? The eye there? See the mouth? See the nose? Wow, this is deep. This is deeper than deep, y'all. This is deeper than the sea that I'm looking at. Back to you, divine masculine. You are emerging from out of this dark place, and you are transitioning, transforming into this being, and this being is a new being. You are stepping into your divinity. You are in your sovereignty. And so in your sovereignty, you still have the material plane that is around you with friends and family. And it seems like it is distracting you. And that is the reason why you need to start trusting yourself and stop taking in all of these outside opinions when it comes to you and your boo. They don't know the plans that God has in store for you. They don't know your calling. Everybody around you, they have their own calling. They have their own lot in life. They have their own families. Okay, even your family still have their own families. And so you are not listening to your own self in regards to the situation between you and the divine feminine. And that's the reason why you have the death card. The death card right here is letting you know that this situation that you're currently in right now, it is ending. It has to. You have to move away from the situation. That's why the death or the Grand Reaper is moving away from this situation. And as you can see, there are people that are going to be hurt. There are people that you are connected to that are tied to the situation that are going to be hurt, but you cannot be a people pleaser. You cannot worry about other people's feelings. You cannot carry the weight of the world on your shoulder. You have to let this cycle die out, because this is a karmic cycle that you are ending. You're not entering into the old, but you are coming into the new with a new beginning, and you are entering another cycle when it comes to your divine feminine. If you can see on the card, it represents the card, it represents the number 13. Number 13 is a very lucky number, contrary to belief. It's the most luckiest numbers that there is in numerology. Okay, so this is the sign from the heavens and the universe. Do your own research in your own time, because I don't have time to go into numerology on this reading. But see what that means for you, and why I say what I'm saying. Okay, don't ever take my word for it. Go investigate for yourself and see how significant it is to this reading for you at this very now moment. Okay, it carries so much weight and is going to make so much more sense when you do the research for yourself. Next, you have Seek Beauty. I think that you're looking outside of yourself and people, places, circumstances, and things, and you're not really looking at who you are on the inside and what you possess inside. You are so much light, you are so much beauty, and you don't need to look outside of yourself for any of that. And you need to start seeing the beauty that is in this union that you often had ignored and overlooked, based off of what is in your environment and what is around you. And it is time for you to reflect on the love that is within and seek the beauty that is within. And it's now a time for you to create memories. Take the time to enjoy your experiences and your celebrations and your occasions and all those epiphanies and those moments that you tend to go back down memory lane when you're thinking about your divine feminine, when you are in that euphoric moment and you are in that deja vu. Look not only for the feeling of the happy moments, but also look at how you felt, how you was loved, how you was supported, how you was cared for, and how you didn't have to seek out anything else because love was all around you and abound you. And it was a blessing for you all the time with the qualities that you appreciated, not about your divine feminine only, but also what you even appreciated about yourself, how you was able to be more artistic, how you was able to visualize more, how you was able to see the beauty within your own self. Look at yourself again in the mirror and the world around you, and find a new perspective of looking at this union and a new way of looking at how you even see and view yourself. Now, you also have the Three of Wands. You're going to be traveling to your divine feminine. Some of you have moved away from her. Some of you are going to be traveling over water, or just traveling, period, going back. And you have been contemplating this for quite some time. Okay. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. One moment. Okay, my nose ring fell out. Very, very odd how my nose ring will fall out during this reading. Signs from the universe. It's weird because I've been wanting to take this nose ring out for like the longest. And then all of a sudden, when I said that the divine masculine was traveling back to his divine feminine, all of a sudden, guess what happens? My nose ring, not only did it fall out, but it broke. Is this like a divine sign from heaven? Because I tell you what, my baby didn't like my nose ring. Okay. Well, the good thing is it did not break, but it did come undone. Anyhow, anywho, back to the reading. You are looking around you. You're surveying your kingdom. You're looking at the abundance that you've accumulated by yourself without your divine feminine, and you're being pulled back into the material plane. Right now, let me explain something. This is not time for you to wallow in your sorrow. It's not time for you to look at the glitz and the glum and the glamour and all the luxury that is around you, because right now you are being pushed like you are in the womb being birthed from the divine, so you can step into your true authentic calling, so you can be the sovereign being that you are, the emperor standing in your power. It is time for you to be actualized and realized. It is time for you to come into the calling that is meant for you, not where you're currently working, not what you're currently doing for career as an entrepreneur, but what you need to be doing so you can be in alignment with the divine. That is your true beloved. Before your divine feminine even comes into play, your true beloved is the divine that is within you, that is pushing you, that is pulling you, that is the driving force that is directing you. Are you going to listen? Are you going to gain mastery over your soul? Or are you going to let what you see and beauty and wonder around you distract you from your divine calling? If you do, I'm telling you, you're not going to want to meet the ramifications of your actions and the consequences, because it will not be as pretty as the scenery that you're looking at. Next, we have what you are to do. Let love be your beacon. As you can see, there is a woman that's holding a lantern. This lantern, if you look at my GI Solar Waves, TwinFlames shifts and rifts video, the divine masculine looked at the divine feminine as this light. It's no coincidence that this is coming up in the reading again. You know that the divine feminine is who you should be with. But instead, you're letting your ego, you're letting your pride, you're letting your friends and your family, and you're allowing the current circumstances and the things of the past to pull you away from what you know in your heart you should be doing. You see this rabbit? This rabbit represents fertility. You want to have children by your divine feminine, and some of you may already have children by your divine feminine. You know that she is the matriarch of the family and that she is the glue that holds everything together. But in your own shame and your own self-doubt, you are pushing the very thing that is good away from you, the very thing that you claim that you love and that you hold so dear to your heart. And you are not allowing for her to be that beacon of light and that beacon of love to come into fruition for you. Instead, you're not communicating. You're not being led by your heart, but you're being led by your mind. So this card shows up to let you know to be led by love. Be led by your heart. Enter into this situation with new eyes, fresh eyes, paving the way with love. And if this is a situation, divine masculine, where it's too tense or it's too hostile, then start visualizing it the way that you want it to be and see before you how the cosmos and the angels and the universe will open up the space with so much clarity, so much brightness for your future, and clear the path before you and your divine feminine, so you can have this beautiful love come in every way, shape, and form. And everyone will start getting involved, including yourself, to make it come into fruition, because this will happen through your acknowledgement and what's going on and your willingness to change, and how you will be approaching the situation with communication, and how you will be in harmonious resonance, and how you will be of a greater prospect to this whole illumination and luminosity that is happening within yourself and also happening within your divine feminine as your twin. You will start looking for this. You'll focus on the light that's also within yourself, and imagine that light shining out of you, through you, all around you, and beaming all the way towards her. Your inner light It will permit you to see her differently. It will permit you to see the world with new, fresh eyes and to learn new things every day that you possibly can about this union. Anything that you could have ever afforded yourself to, if you don't afford yourself to love, it is futile. It is vanity. It is a striving after wind. It is useless because the Bible says that what? God is love. And if you're not in the being of love, then that makes you what? A devil. And a devil spelled backwards is what? Lived. So that means that you're not living your true, authentic life. So at this moment, look at her. Look at the beauty around her. And if you look a little bit closer into this picture, she's pregnant. If you look at this lantern that she's holding, doesn't it look like a key to her heart? You hold the key to her heart. She is holding it dangling. She is so happy. She got her hands on her hips and she got her belly pushed out because she is ready for you to come to conceive with her. Not only to conceive children on a 3D level or from a 3D standpoint, but we're talking about bringing in children from the higher realms. We're talking about children that are DNA coded, DNA activated, and they are ready to come in to help with the ascension process and to change generational dysfunctional behaviors. They are ready to come in and they are ready to be the voice to speak in a world where people are often scared to speak the truth. They are born for this. They are ready to come in for this. Are you going to block this from happening? The choice is up to you. No one is forcing you, divine masculine, but at this very moment, you already know what's before you because the divine is already showing you through me, through these cards. And not only through me and through these cards, but you also have gotten so many clarifications. You've gotten so many instructions and directions and guidance along the way from your ancestors, from your guides, from your way shores, from the ascended masters, from your spirit totems, rabbit. Okay. And if you look a little bit harder on this card, you'll see also a beaver at the down. Look these things up. You see in the back, it looks like that's like a tiger. Let's see. Gotta come in a little bit closer. Nope, another beaver. So there's two beavers there on the card. Then you have the butterflies. Then you have the rabbit. Okay? Two rabbits right there. Twins. Whew. Twins. Two beavers. Two rabbits. Just put this together and how it resonates with you. This is a general reading. But the point of the matter is she's pregnant. That's obvious. Can't you see? She's in her glory. Let love lead the way. Instead of feeling like you're stuck, instead of feeling frustrated, instead of feeling like someone has basically put a gag around you, you're not stuck. This is an illusion that you have built up for yourself. Okay? Let me get a clarifying card here. I already shuffled these cards, so come in. Be the husband that you are, because this symbolizes marriage. So some of you are married. Come in if you're not married and give her that proposal. But there is definitely going to be a situation where you're going to be stepping back into your marriage and there's going to be reconciliation. You're going to come out of this feeling of being stuck and the universe is going to push you towards where you need to be. And that is in union with your divine feminine. It's not something that you don't already know. You already know this. You have hope and happiness. Right now, you're not happy. That's why the word hope is there. It would never be hope and happiness if you were already happy. Okay? But there is hope in this situation between you and your divine feminine. Instead of dwelling on the past, which I feel a strong energy, a heavy energy of a lot of you divine masculines relishing in the past, You don't live there anymore. The past has already left. The only moment that you have is the present. The future hasn't even happened yet. So instead of worrying about, oh, if I go back to her, my family's going to turn against me, let them. Because they're just a karmic tie to you anyway. All of our family members, go back and listen to not my horoscope readings, but there's the Divine Masculines in a Tailspin. Listen to that video, okay? You'll hear me say that all family are karmics, okay? They have a karmic tie to us. They're soulmates. All karmics are soulmates, but family are karmics too. And when I hear readers say, oh, well, that's the karmic situation, we'll clarify, okay? Because families are karmics too. And about 90% of people that I do readings for, when I say there's karmic energy, 90% of the time is the family meddling. And two, their business and being in the divine masculine ear about the divine feminine. And the divine masculine feels that he wants to appease the family, and he puts the family before he puts his divine feminine on a pedestal. Instead, he lowers her into her position and casts her to the side, put her on a back burner, and then he lifts up his family and injects them into her spot. No, you can't do that, because you're going to always be disappointed. You're going to always feel like something's missing, and you're going to always feel like there's something yet else that needs to be discovered if you do not put your divine feminine first. That's the only way you're going to have true love, true happiness, true hope for the future, and come out of this depression that you're in. You have been so depressed because you have not had, you see how beautiful she is? That represents your divine feminine. Okay, you have reached that time in your life where you need to heal. No one can help you heal at this moment besides you, and only you. And when you come into union with your divine feminine, you guys are going to help heal each other. Okay, and you're at this tipping point. You're at this tipping point where you're almost there. You're almost there, but you're afraid because of the energy and the phase and the cycles that you've been going through. You can't go off of what it looks like. You got to go off of what it is. You got to listen to that inner voice that is inside of you. You have support. You have your feelings that are supporting you. I know that you feel like you have a spiritual constipation right now. You feel like you're about to hit the lottery. You don't know why you feel the way that you feel. You got this happiness, but you think that it's in what your future plans are and what your plans are for the future, which does not include your divine feminine. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to shatter your paradigm. It is not that. It is your divine feminine. That's why you feel like you're going to win, because you are going to win in love if you make that choice. Let your worries, let your challenges from the past fade away. And as you focus on the joy that is surrounding you, feel encouraged and excited about the potential and the opportunity and the wonderful promises and the lost promises. Because now the universe has stepped in to give you much to gain from it. And the promises that were lost, the universe is stepping in because now they are going to be kept. Move away from fear. You have the Seven of Wands, and with the Seven of Wands, it basically just represents your frustration, but you're going to overcome this. You're going to overcome this situation because you are going to be able to move away from the gossip. You're going to be able to put all the losses that you've exceeded and that has come into your sphere of existence behind you. Okay? All is not a loss. You still have swords remaining. See that? This represents you. You have the upper hand in this situation and you don't even realize it. You don't know how much of an upper hand that you have. But here's your confirmation with the Six of Pentacles. When you leave this situation and you go back to your divine feminine, you're going to be making more money than what you're making there. You're holding on to this pessimistic point of view that if I leave what I have now, because you have set up a safety nest. You have set up a cushion for yourself, but I'm here to tell you that it's an illusion. It's not safe. It's about to come tumbling down. The divine has been more than nice. It's one of these things that if the divine cannot get you to listen, and you are not listening on your own, then it's going to be done by force. Your kingdom that you looked at and the Three of Wands card, okay? How you're doing a survey of your kingdom will fall. But if you step into your true authentic power, start appreciating this beautiful union that the divine has you and your beautiful divine feminine, you will have a happy life. This is represented by the Ten of Cups. Happiness, good family, party or celebration. Do you see all of those cups? All of these cups are filled with happiness, contentment, love, joy, integrity. You are moving into greater times ahead. The cards are showing you what your future will look like with your divine feminine. Do you believe it? You have to believe it for yourself. You can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot make him drink. And I have come to the conclusion of your reading, Divine Masculines. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to. I also have a gift registry. You can purchase something from Amazon so it can show up on the channel. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.